A few weeks back, Waze, the popular GPS-based navigation app, published on its website its Global Driver Satisfaction Index, which among others showed that a survey ranked Metro Manila as having the worst traffic on earth. This bears a second look.
Many drivers in Metro Manila and the Philippines as a whole have learned to use Waze, a navigation app using global position system and inputs from users themselves to find the best way from going from point A to Z. Users have found Waze particularly useful driving in unfamiliar areas in inner metro streets and the countryside, as it allows them to chart their way on a GPS-based maps that was accurate almost to a couple of meters. Waze now has a presence in 32 countries and 167 metro areas around the world. Over the years, it has built up data on the experience of users in its respective cities, data on roads and traffic, as well people's access to vehicles, gas stations and parking areas, numbers on accidents, road hazards, and weather. As an interactive app, with users provided many ways to rate their experience that are accumulated into statistics that can be interpreted. Waze evaluated the driving experience and other data from over 50 million users all over the world and distilled these to a numerical score of 1 to 10, with 1 equivalent to miserable and 10 to satisfying for a number of categories. Waze published its findings on what it calls the Global Driver Satisfaction Index on its website and Facebook page. It says the Driver Satisfaction Index is based on 6 key factors or categories: traffic level by frequency and severity of traffic jams, road quality and infrastructure, driver safety based on accidents, road hazards, and weather, driver services like access to gas stations and easy parking, socioeconomic, including access to cars and impact of gas prices, Waziness, the level of helpfulness and happiness within the Waze community. The Waze Global Index listed the Philippines among the countries with the worst driving experience. The Philippines ranked 9th among countries with the worst rating in the Most Satisfied Index with a score of 3.9. The Netherlands topped the list of the Most Satisfied Index. Countries with worst driving experience: Costa Rica 4.5, Philippines 3.0, Panama 3.8, Indonesia 3.7, Romania 3.7, Ecuador 3.7, Colombia 3.3, Venezuela 3.1, Guatemala 3.0, El Salvador 3.1. The Waze Index listed the Philippines in the bottom in the list of countries with the worst traffic with an index score of 1. The Netherlands again topped the list of the best countries with the best traffic index. Countries with the worst traffic: Panama 4, Costa Rica 4, Romania 3, Indonesia 3, Colombia 2, Ecuador 2, El Salvador 1, Venezuela 1, Guatemala 1, Philippines 1. Metro Manila was listed as the city with the worst traffic in the world, with an index score of just 0.4. According to the Waze blog on the Global Driver Index, Metro Manila was followed in the worst city traffic list by Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, and Jakarta, and 7 other cities in Indonesia. In other key factors, the Philippines ranked 4th in the list of countries with the best safety index, and surprisingly, topped all other lists of countries in the Best Driver Services Index. The Philippines was listed 13th among the countries with the worst road quality index with a score of 5.8. In the Waziness Index, which rates the driver's attitude while on the road, the Philippines was ranked 6th among countries in the worst list with a score of 3.4. Waze also published a number of interesting findings. It said that the average commute time in Metro Manila was 45.5 minutes, longer than even the 42.1 minutes of average commuting time in Jakarta, Indonesia. The shortest average commuting time in the Waze list was said to be the 37.5 minutes in Amsterdam. The findings of the Waze Global Driver Satisfaction reflect how Filipino drivers find motoring in the Philippines. Daily traffic congestion, bad road conditions because of the many ongoing street and drainage repair and construction work. The presence of rude, abusive, and ill-disciplined drivers also can explain the Waziness score. Many, however, are amazed that the country ranked well in both the Driver Services Index, topping the category in the index, which factors in the number of gas stations, auto repair and maintenance shops, and the parking areas available to motorists, and ranked fourth best in terms of road safety.
Authorities should look closely at the number on the Waze Driver's Satisfaction Index, compare it with the ratings in other cities and countries, and correlate this with the conditions present in those countries. This should present them a fresh perspective in looking for ways to improve the motoring experience for everybody.